Lion face. Oh, lemon face. Yellow leather, red leather. Yellow leather, red leather. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Bumblebee, bumblebee.
Okay.
Oh.
A bunch of a-holes.
Hi, I'm Charity.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Danielle.
And you're listening to Hello Sweetie Podcast.
All girl.
All geek.
All the time.
Bitches. But someone wanna pick you from the bunch when glance was all it took.
This is weird holding the mic. I think it was you that talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, can I hold my mic? We hold it. I'm like, yeah, if you want to hold your mic, just hold your mic.
It's like a security blanket.
No, it's just like, oh, my forearm's already starting to hurt.
You're like gonna lay it on the table like this.
This is way more work than I already agreed to. By the end of it, I'm going to be laying on the couch just like...
You can go home. You weren't here for the week when we had massages while we recorded.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We sent you Snapchats of it.
Did you?
I don't know.
Did I see them?
Somebody got posted.
I did. I sent you one.
There's a picture of me on Instagram or Facebook where I'm like face down in the chair and I've got my microphone.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That was a good time.
Where was my invite for that one? Some horse shit.
It was a day of invite.
You know what?
Yeah, it was a day of invite.
Guys.
An hour before.
They're like, hey, what you doing right now?
On a national holiday.
I'm sorry that you and Lucas can't fly by the seat of your pants.
Like the rest of us.
I have responsibilities.
Stop
like
having
2.
responsibilities.
I know Lucas is like, I have a
Use a
marriage and a
condom.
mortgage, and I'm like, ugh.
I've got a baby, and look who made it first. Let's just make sure that that's known.
He's got 2 babies.
I have 2 babies on top of my actual baby.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm. It's not
His
a
dogs are
competition.
It kind of sounded like it. You kind of made it one by saying he had one. He has a kid.
Oh snap,
I thought-
Rebecca!
She's like, coffee. Putting my microphone down. I'm not
Drop
even
the
answering
mic.
that. All right, yeah, sure.
Well, I was getting my oil change yesterday, and the guy's like, Frost, are you related to the shop teacher at like so-and-so high school? Like BFE high school? I'm like, no, way cooler than that, bro.
Way cooler, bro.
First time.
Way
that's
cooler,
happened.
Frost.
I don't even shop, bro.
Yeah. Shut no.
Yeah, this is the same guy who was like, a dollar. Like, what's that on your shirt?
Oh. Well, was that him? I can't give the guy a break. He probably knows stuff.
He was also trying to be like really quippy and funny with me, but he was also like really gingery and really awkward. And it
He
was
was trying to be
So,
the
like,
Ron
it
Weasley
was
to your
so
Hermione.
painful.
But Andrew's pretty gingery.
Yeah, but he wasn't as painful and like derpy as this guy.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I would say Andrew's like only, what, 6%
Kind of.
derpy?
Yeah, that's
at
true.
most.
No, you're right. You're right.
You don't see
On a
him.
derp day.
You don't see him
I'm
the
saying my
times I
exposure
see
to
him.
Yeah,
and
my
you don't see him
exposure to
drunk either.
That is false.
No, that is, yeah. He has
Last,
seen
last
him
day
drunk.
of Comic-Con last year,
Oh.
kid was blasted.
Oh my God, he was.
He was blasted. Came
was
running
fun.
across, gave me a big old hug. That's
Yeah.
when I knew we were BFFs.
Yeah, he loves you.
I love him.
Aw.
We're going to run away together.
Not-
We'll take my
I need
daughter and
I
raise
need
her.
a cute boyfriend that'll be friends with all my friends. One day.
I prefer that mine are ugly and are not friends with my friends. And they just stay inside and I can be the social one.
Stay inside.
I'll be back. Make sure my dinner's ready.
Take your shoes off, get in the kitchen.
God help you if it's not hot.
We're recording now, right?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
recording. Welcome to episode
160.
One Sizzy.
One Sizzy.
What? Look at us.
Goddamn.
And we have our special guest, Tyson, from Big Shiny Robot.
I'd say, can we lower it to guest? I'd like to just
special?
be just, special's too much pressure. Just,
Sure.
I want to be
Well,
just
you are
guest.
quite special.
Well,
yeah, you
right,
could
but
be
in-
like
It's-
short bus special.
Yeah, it's not like you were like, we're putting you on a pedestal. We're like, we brought you here because we felt sorry.
You've been trying to get me here for months.
What are you talking about? You can't prove that.
Yeah, I want to see the receipts.
I got texts. And then me firing back immediately. I need more than a half-hour notice.
Hey, what kind of phone is that you have? Oh, oops, I deleted everything.
all gone.
How do you swipe left on text messages?
you don't. I want to unlike this. Welcome to episode 160 of
Hello, sweetie. God damn it, everyone.
Well, Tyson, you're forgiven. You don't know. Danielle, you're here every week.
Well, I do know. I just felt like a male voice coming in on
No,
that.
we
would,
like
ruin
it.
The...
We like it. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do this one more
Try
time.
again? All right.
Okay. Welcome to episode 160 of
Hello, sweetie.
Damn it,
I did it.
You did hello. Well, Tyson,
Yes.
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am founding editor,
Our spot.
contributor, also known as rspot on BigShinyRobot.com. I'm also the podcast host of the Big Shiny Podcast.
Did you know that you sound like the host of the Bigger Pockets podcast?
I think you've told me that.
I have told you that.
And I don't know what that podcast is.
Real estate investing.
Rebecca's a realtor
I
now.
know. I don't know how to take that.
It's weird.
Okay,
The
go
level
on.
of excitement I bring is the level of excitement of real estate investing. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. that's-
It's such a profitable investment.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, go on.
But yeah, so you can catch our podcast sporadically throughout the month.
Yeah, when do you guys post that? Whenever you feel like it?
We try to hit every other week now. That's what we're trying for. But,
Gotcha.
you know,
Gotcha.
life.
Oh, gotcha.
We get it out there. We try to be timely.
Yeah. And what's your nerd street cred?
My nerd street cred, like what are my expertise, my passions?
Yeah, because we get a lot of people asking, like, "Hey, can I be on your show?" And we're like, "Yeah, what can you bring to us?"
All right. I take in a lot of television,
Okay.
a lot of movies, comic books, but more in trade paperback form now, not single issues.
Well, yeah.
Smart.
Too much of a hassle.
Like
these
real estate
days.
investing. That's how you
Like-
save money.
Yes, yes.
You've been
Which you can
studying way too much.
Thanks,
this weekend.
Rebecca.
which you can
Sorry.
find on my
Sorry.
other podcast. The
I knew it.
I would say I grew up as a Star Trek kid more than a Star Wars kid, and I always like to give Brian Young, our co-founder of Big Shiny Robot,
Brian.
a
God
lot
damn
of
it,
grief
Brian.
on that.
God
I
damn
know.
it, Brian.
I know. Every once in a while, I'll just start shit with him on Twitter, talking about how great Star Trek is and that it's better than Star Wars, even though, like, to me, it's apples and oranges. But
Yeah. But all you have to do is like just say anything negative about the prequels,
oh,
and he just
Let me tell you what you're wrong.
exactly.
I got trapped by that shortly after I met him.
Yep.
You only make that
I have-
mistake once.
I've been getting stuck in that fucking mistake.
Well, some of us.
I mean, those of us who learn from our mistakes.
I know. I know.
we only make that one
Danielle,
Actually, my
it's like-
most recent one was our good friend Sean Means posted something about like Greedo shooting first, and I'm like, no, dude, Han shot first, you motherfucker. I love Sean, but anyways, and he was just like, don't let me sick Brian on you, and I'm just like, don't. He's been summoned.
And Brian's like, I heard my name.
He said his name.
He knew the second you
Rude.
said something about Star Wars, like he got a tingle in it. He's off in
Yes.
Anaheim doing the celebration stuff.
I needed.
And he was like, he probably left a panel or something to go
It's
check
like-
his Twitter.
Go correct you.
It's like his Star Wars senses instead of Spidey senses. What?
The Force.
The Force.
The force.
There you go.
Yeah.
My force
The
is
Force
tingling.
was tingling.
The Force is tingling. He's
The
like,
Force is tingling.
the Twitters need me.
Let's not
You should
talk
go to the
about
doctor
Brian's
if your force is tingling.
Yeah. If it burns. If it don't, get
Yeah.
it checked.
Well, no, this is
Yeah,
good though
cream.
because we wanted to have a male guest this week and somebody who maybe wasn't excited by the Star Wars trailer.
And wait.
Okay.
And I was just going to let everybody know, Charity's not here. We dismissed her to go catch up on Kimmy Schmidt.
Yo, yeah. Have
Is
you
that really why she's not here?
No.
Is Kimmy
have
Schmidt?
you
I'm like,
have you seen it?
I have.
Okay.
See?
Good, because they're all one of the requirements was you had to have watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt because we keep quoting
Do
it.
I have to talk about how little or much I liked it?
Get out!
Just kidding.
You can't sit with us.
No,
So we'll jump right into the movie news, and we're just going to start with the Star Wars trailer then.
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
watched it? Was
Yeah.
everybody excited about it?
I was excited until they showed Han and Chewie.
Thank you.
Really?
Thank you.
Really? That's actually the part that I was most excited
Really?
about.
Because I was
Yeah.
I was watching it. and I'm like, yeah, Lady Jedi, yeah, black guy, yeah. Oh,
But I think the black guy's the Jedi.
Yeah,
He is. Yeah, because
no, but the lady's the Jedi
she
too.
is too. There's many Jedi.
Up to here with Jedi. Too many
We're up
Jedi.
to our necks in Jedi. in
Too
this
many
movie.
Jedi. Oh, we need paper to take notes.
So so yeah, like the Han and Chewie thing was really. I'm so worried. Like I'm gonna hope that J.J. Abrams does not drop the ball, but at the same time, I'm so worried that bringing back all the old actors is just gonna be like kind of hokey.
Well, and I had this talk with Aaron Burton over at Geekhead Radio and Geek Therapist. Is it Geekhead Radio? Yeah.
Yeah.
About how I think they like characters like Luke and Leia will be more of an exposition role, whereas Han, he does play more of a bigger role in the whole movie because that's why
He injured himself.
when he broke his foot, they were like, "Oh shit, we gotta like rewrite this whole thing." But I think like the Skywalker twins are going to be more exposition.
So I think I got a couple theories. Brian actually expanded on one on Big Shiny Robot about, and I actually had been thinking this for a couple weeks now, not in the detail that he had. I don't think Han makes it through this movie.
I hope not.
I think
I
think he gets axed like as part of the climax.
Let's do it.
I don't think he's gonna make it through the entire movie. I think he will. I think he's gonna probably mentor our new heroes through most of it, drag them through, catch them up to speed,
Hey,
Show him the
kids.
ropes.
and then I have a feeling that Luke is probably little more than an extended cameo in this film, and that maybe we'll see more of him later on. But I'm guessing I don't know. I am not the Star Wars nerd that Brian is, and don't get me wrong,
Nobody is.
Yeah, nobody is. But for me to see the original people, like since I was a kid, because like I said, I grew up preferring Star Trek to Star Wars, but I still love Star Wars, the original series,
Well, that's
or the
why-
original trilogy.
That's why I think I was so
Star
excited
Wars: The
when
Next
you said-
Generation.
Just Star Wars: The Next Generation. Yeah, that's my geek cred. But I always wanted to see those adventures continued. Right, the prequels, even as a kid when the first one came out, I couldn't give a shit less. And you know.
Yeah. Well,
So this is what I want to see. So I am excited about this.
So, one of my initial thoughts, the thing that was the glaring thing in my mind was, so Harrison Ford looks really old. Why doesn't Chewbacca look super old?
I was surprised by that.
So
he looks actually better now than he did back in.
yeah,
Chewbacca's had some work done. I think.
Yeah,
he's
or
using
he's-
Benjamin
conditioner.
Button.
Yeah,
He's
better.
using conditioner.
Yeah, better.
No,
conditioner.
Benjamin Button. He's aging backwards.
He
So
looks
then he'll
great.
be a little puppy.
Aw.
But so I googled what is the average lifespan of a Wookiee,
God damn it.
and because I knew.
Someone had to.
No,
Yeah.
I knew the nerds would deliver, and there's a whole page about the species of the Wookiee.
No, what's sad is I did the same. I was like,
know.
why does he look so good now?
Why isn't he graying around
If
the
you
muzzle?
guys come up and
Yeah.
say this is some Benjamin Button bullshit, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, it's
Don't be pissed. It's a genius thing. That was a sad movie.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, yo.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
Literature.
Wouldn't say it if it wasn't
Prose.
true. The average lifespan of a Wookiee is a couple of centuries. So Chewbacca in this movie they're guessing about 200 years old, and that's when they're middle aged.
Well, and the time span from the first trilogy to this one isn't big enough to where it probably would even make a difference for him. Then.
No, it's 6 years
Yeah.
or something.
Chewbacca's still looking good.
Yeah.
So Crystal
Way
was
to go.
making jokes about how
He needs
Chewie
to
having a midlife crisis.
you need to see him buying dating a Wookiee half his age. And
Unacceptable.
Getting a new land speeder.
yeah,
One without a roof.
exactly.
Do any of them have roofs?
I don't
I
know.
don't
I
know.
don't Star
have
Wars.
you seen a land speeder with a roof
I
in
don't
Star Wars?
Star Wars, bro.
Oh.
Yes, honey. Thanks, honey.
Look at this.
I told
know,
you.
See, we
Waitressing.
Told you.
coffee.
She gets me more coffee.
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Thanks, honey. And none for Tyson.
None for you.
Last thing I need right now is coffee.
Oh, maybe. Okay, so should we move on to? I mean, because it was
Yeah, 'cause,
trailer week.
It was trailer week. The other trailer that was released was the Batman v Soups, and
Boo.
Did anybody watch that or cares what Danielle shouted from the kitchen?
I figured you'd care more than anybody.
Yeah, Danielle, we were leaving it up to you to care.
I feel like this is a part where you should actually be at the table with the
Oh,
mic.
I did
So-
get let down.
so I'm the biggest of the group, the biggest Superman fan, and
You're the only super. That would be the biggest. That would
shut
make
the
you the
fuck
biggest.
up and let me tell
Go.
my opinions.
Okay, go. She doesn't have a
And-
microphone. They can't even hear her.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
ignore her, that is it works. I can't.
I imagine this is what Danielle is like as a ghost. What's your Wi-Fi password? I'm the biggest Superman fan, but I honestly don't care about this movie. I'm mostly excited for the Batfleck
Yeah.
rather than the Superman.
Yeah, if I could just get a whole Batfleck movie, I'm good. I'm excited. I'm on board. But not Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
I love Zack Snyder, but at the same time, my God, can you just not?
It's too dark. Get some lights in here, Zack Snyder.
I know.
Well, I saw the leaked version, And that's what I thought. I'm like, this shit's too dark. I can't see what's going on.
No,
And
that's
I'm thinking it's the
movie.
leaked version. And so then I watched the actual version the next day whenever that comes out. I was like, oh, this was just how it was supposed to be.
See, I saw the leaked version and I was like, oh, is this set during like an earthquake?
Heyo.
Ayo.
Guys, hold your phone still when you record leaked footage.
Always talking through it.
Oh shit!
The worst.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so nobody's really excited. You're excited for the Batfleck.
I'm excited for Batfleck,
And then Han and Chewie showed up at the end, and
I was
like,
just, we're home.
Nope.
We're home.
I'm so confused.
you guys live in Gotham? What?
That's not Tatooine. Tatooine's too bright.
Where is Han Solo from?
Earth.
Oh.
Right? I don't know.
No, because it's in a galaxy
Earth
far,
isn't
far
even
away.
part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what?
She doesn't Star
Move
Wars,
al-
bro.
move
She doesn't Star Wars.
Move along to the next story, and I will find out where Han Solo is from.
Thank you.
Okay, we're moving along to Joss Whedon is being sued over Cabin in the Woods.
This is the funniest thing ever.
Because here's the thing: is not Han Solo is being sued. Joss Whedon is being sued by this guy who wrote a book that has a very similar concept to Cabin in the Woods.
Is it a guy or a lady?
I thought it was a guy.
I think it's a guy.
Okay.
Where is his name?
But the whole point of Cabin in the Woods is it plays off very repetitive horror film tropes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like your concept was entirely original also. And he's also seeking like $100,000 in damages. But
also, why is this so late?
so someone in the comments had like researched it, and they were like, this guy's only sold 7,500 books. And if that's like $10 a book, that's $75,000. Why is he suing for $1,000 in damages when he only made, what are those, cookies?
No, probably biscuits.
Is it rice? Is it frozen rice?
They're Red Lobster.
Cheesy
Oh
biscuits?
my
Yeah.
gosh. Do you know how many of those I've had this weekend? Look at the box from Costco, right?
Yeah.
This kid's,
Thanks, Rowdy.
Yeah, this kid's rocking it.
My roommate, when he, like, we went to the grocery store once, and he's like, I can show you the world, and showed me, like, a whole aisle of just Red Lobster cheesy biscuit boxes.
You're like, oh.
We polished off an
man.
entire box this weekend.
Jesus Christ.
Were they delicious?
Yeah,
Oh.
they were.
So the
miss
plaintiff is Peter Gallagher.
Oh,
So it
okay.
is a guy.
With the eyebrows?
No.
Seth's dad?
And he's suing for damages in the amount of $10 million.
OC jokes.
See, so what Joss Whedon's camp needs to do is go find like some people before this guy, like that published a book that was really similar, and have like, hey, sue this guy for us. And
So,
just
like-
start a train
so
so
then-
they
Yeah.
all quit.
Like
Right.
the human centipede of
So
the,
then
law, the
suing.
law centipede.
Why isn't he suing Sam Raimi? Because
Yeah.
his Evil Dead movies took place in a cabin. My book takes place in a cabin.
And there's horror-y stuff.
What is,
Scurry stuff happens?
Horror-y stuff.
people need to, what is that quote? It's Mark Twain, right? There is
Yeah.
no original idea or
Yep.
thought.
Truth.
Han Solo was a human smuggler from the manufacturing planet Corellia.
Oh.
A cousin to Earth.
Born on Corellia, he was orphaned at an early age and taken by the pirate Garrus Shrike to serve on his crew.
Is this extended universe though? Because if so, it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
And
You does
Brian's
not-
gonna be really mad at you.
You know what?
God, Rebecca.
Canon, even though Disney dismissed the entire canon, it still exists in our hearts.
That could be argued.
So,
So, psh.
Next news.
Next news. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
so 2 days after what's-her-name left Michelle McLaren left the Wonder Woman
You
film,
know the director?
the
The
director, they found a new one. The girl who directed Monster, Patty Jenkins.
Huh. So, what is your thoughts on that?
Sure.
Sure.
Are you sure?
if they-
There's a Wonder Woman
If
movie
only
happening.
so, maybe if they like make Gal Gadot like really ugly and a lesbian and Chuck Stop murderer.
Yeah, maybe. She
Then
could.
just recast her as Charlize
Wasn't that the
Theron.
movie Hitchhiker?
No, that's
No, that was
Monster.
Monster.
I think there's another lawsuit in the midst.
Yes, there
No, we
probably
can-
is.
You can't. There's no copyright on people's lives, man.
So she did what what's his name Aquaman did was she was the original director for Thor: The Dark World, but she left over creative differences.
Which one? The first?
The second
The
one.
second one.
That's
Dark
why
World.
Oh,
they're surprised that she's joined because
She's like Team DC,
left.
like she's like more on board with whatever DC has to offer than Marvel did. I know.
dark.
I was like,
Okay, do you guys have a hard time though getting excited about any of the shit show that DC's trying to cram down our
No.
throats?
Yes,
Like, I
I'm
mean,
not excited.
The breaking news with like the Wonder Woman stuff. I mean, that's my exact attitude. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see a
I
great
want a
Wonder Woman movie.
but we're over the news.
Yeah.
We're over this news.
We're like,
But the thing
okay.
is,
We
another
haven't
thing.
seen anything yet, right?
Yeah.
We saw Man of Steel, which I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
meh.
right. And
Meh.
so now we've got Batman. v Superman,
Rebecca made a face.
the epic court case film that's coming up.
They're divorced.
Yeah, they're divorced.
Divorce
I think
proceedings.
they're divorcing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the
V.
plot of the movie.
Um,
But this is like really what's going to tell us what the universe that they're trying to build is going to be like, right? And so until we see this, I feel like there's no point in getting excited or not excited about a Wonder Woman or Aquaman or a Flash or anybody.
I still don't think that they're going to make a Wonder Woman movie.
No, I feel like
I've been
it's-
burned so many times that I just don't think it's gonna
Exactly. I
happen.
feel like it's the boy who cried wolf, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
you
They shot a
guys.
pilot of the show with that one.
Yeah, and guess what? That never made it to air.
I know.
Yeah, it's the boy who cried wolf. They're like, Wonder Woman. We're like, we don't believe you.
You guys like Wonder Woman, right? We're going to make a thing that
and
you're
we
never
all
going to
came
see.
running, and we didn't see
And
her.
Joss Whedon's like, I'll make a Wonder Woman movie. And they're like, shut up, Joss.
Get out of here.
You do too many lady things.
Okay, I'll just go make a movie called The Avengers.
You suck at movies. Go do that Avengers thing that you're always
Show
talking
you,
about.
show you guys.
Suckers.
The
Should we
box?
go to the box?
Yeah, let's go to the
Let's go to the box.
We're so angry.
An evening of awkward segues brought to you by
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, our movies have been brought to us by.
Haster Games and Comics at 6831 South State Street. They've got games and stuff.
They do. And they actually now, they are carrying our stickers. And if you go in and tell them that you listen to the podcast, they will give you one for free.
They are an amazing source for all things games and comics.
Yeah, and actually, I spoke to Manda, and she was the one that actually helped our listener,
Yeah, Deborah.
Deborah. And she's like, "Oh, I wish she would have told me that she came in because of you guys, because she was really nice."
Would you give her a discount
Yeah, or a free sticker.
or a free sticker?
Well, and every time you go to Haster, there's a free filling of one of the Hello Sweetie girls being there watching you from afar every time you go in there.
it's me.
The few times I've been
Spoiler
there,
alert.
they're great, but there's a lot of they definitely sponsor you guys, and I just kept like looking over my shoulder, expecting someone to pop out from behind some
Hello.
comic books.
Hey, what
Oh,
you
you're
reading?
You're not at that point in Deathly Hallows yet. Never mind. I was about to make a joke.
Don't you spoil
Don't.
it.
It's in the movie though. It's in the movie.
You saw
I don't remember the movie.
Don't spoil
We're
it.
watching them after,
I'll message Danielle.
Yes, please.
She'll get my joke.
We'll just like laugh, just like randomly.
and I'll be like, "Guys, I just got to the part where Mad Eye died."
Guys. All right.
Spoiler alert.
Jesus.
Crystal's box.
I can't believe that movie is still being watched. God.
We're in the box now.
Yeah, we are.
All right, number 10, Cinderella. Still hanging in there.
That's pretty cool. I like
Is that
that.
any, did you guys see that?
I liked it.
Did you? My wife really wants to see it. We tried to go. I tried to take her the other night. It didn't work out, but
Your wife should hang out with us.
Yeah.
probably way better company than me.
I was like, why didn't we have her be a guest?
Yeah, seriously. She listens.
Yeah.
Tiffany,
Come be our guest.
Tiffany, please take your husband home and just stay forever.
Number 9 is the Divergent series.
That fell kind of far.
Insurgent. I can't believe it's still there.
Kind of, yeah.
Of course it's still there.
Number 8 is Woman in Gold.
Or blue, is it? Or
No,
black,
it's gold.
like that
Or-
movie with Daniel Radcliffe that was boring.
Is the dress...
Is it blue and black?
I hate this joke.
I'm going to do it.
trying to
I'm
ruin
going to do it until this movie leaves the box.
I hate it.
Number 7, Monkey Kingdom.
Narrated by Tina Fey. I did not know that.
Aw.
That's the new Disney nature one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit you right in the feels with animals.
Aminals.
Damn it. Number 6, Get Hard.
Nope.
No, thank you.
I feel like that should be on a different top 10 list.
Yeah, right? This is
You're not
what
the
movies are you
boss of
looking at,
me.
Crystal? Number 5, The Longest Ride. See, yeah, what movie selections am I looking at?
The Longest Ride. Speaking of which,
Right after
this
Get
is like
Hard.
porno.
guess who procured a copy of
Wow.
Avengers XXX 2? This guy.
The creative name.
But it's the Axel Braun guy, so it's like really good.
Oh.
It's an hour and a half long.
Damn.
Like I need 5 minutes tops.
Age of Bonetron.
No, it's just Avengers XXX.
Well, she's trying to help, like, give it a good name.
I feel like you should
You
call
just,
like the public, like the distributing company on that.
I
Like,
want.
hey,
I want my
opportunity missed.
No,
reparations.
they like to keep it really simple. Like, oh, I liked the Avengers porn.
Triple X.
Oh. It's for the non-creative masturbators.
Porn is for the non-creative masturbators.
Boom. Shit.
Number 4 is Home. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Unfriended.
That's horse shit. That
It
movie
is.
shouldn't even be in the top 10.
Teenagers like to see other teenagers get chopped up.
You don't even see anybody get chopped up.
The guy
Except for the
face in
blender.
the blender.
Except for the blender, kind
That's
of.
it. But you
Face in
saw
the
that in the
blender.
trailer.
But with the terrible internet quality, it's like the lag time.
yeah. It was buffering.
fucking lag.
That's what I kept thinking every time I see the trailer. Like, what internet speed do these kids have? Because they are pixelated.
Well,
as
I
shit.
think too, like when the ghost is like using their Wi-Fi,
It's
like,
absorbing all
takes
the
a lot of data.
it
Yeah,
does.
it
Just Wi-Fi suck.
It does.
Takes a lot of energy.
Kind of
to
seems like that's a
connect a
really
ghost.
shitty tell. Like, guys, I'm like, oh god,
That's
oh.
that happens in VHS. VHS, the first one. There's the girl that's like talking to her boyfriend on the computer, and every single time there's like a ghost, it kind of gets all weird.
Yeah, same thing.
It's because like
you see it in
ghosts
movies
use,
all the time.
electromagnetic force field.
That's
stuff.
actually force fields.
electric.
We still need to go on our ghost hunt.
Ghost lasers.
I really want to do like a ladies Ghostbuster adventure. You know,
We
Just
need to
ladies
do it.
Go and go hunt ghosts.
Yeah,
I'll wear my cosplay.
yeah.
I have a Ghostbusters cosplay.
Nice. Lucas
It's
will be
a it's
proud
a
of you.
Spike cosplay.
It is
though.
a Spike cosplay.
He's gonna really not want to be friends with you anymore.
No, he knows. Like he's like keeps sending me links to like all
He
like
keeps
the
helping her.
Yeah, he's
like
helping.
movie identical props.
But have you told him what you're doing, or
Yeah.
have you just been like kind of on the slide? Like, oh, it's Ghostbusters.
No, I told him. I'm like, this is my
Ghostbusters.
first Spike cosplay. He's like, thumbs up.
All right, cool.
Number
feel like
2,
Lucas would
if you
like
were
that kind of
upset with Unfriended, you're gonna be upset that number 2 is Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Horse shit.
Drop your mic and leave.
Right? What are you watching?
I didn't even know there was such a thing coming out until like 2 weeks ago when I saw that. Trailer.
I went to
was
see
like,
a
That-
movie.
I was about to say, haven't you gone to the movies? But no, you have a child. You don't do that. But anyways,
I'm
at
not one of
every-
those people.
Yeah,
At
I-
every single movie, they played the Paul Blart. They played it during Cinderella. They played it during Kingsman, and they played it during another one. I saw.
There was
Did
one
the first
time
Paul Blart do well enough that it warranted a second?
he
film?
he's too busy
Adam
like
Sandler
blowing Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler's
Yeah.
like, have whatever you want,
Adam
including
Sandler
this
has like a lot of pull at Sony. And
As-
stuff. Like,
as
he can pretty
leaked.
much do anything he wants.
and Sony is like, this asshole.
I will say this: the one good thing that has come out of his production company, the Goldbergs.
I haven't
love
watched
the
it.
Goldbergs.
I
Love
hear
the
it's pretty
Goldbergs.
good.
You guys need to watch the Goldbergs.
It's
You
not
need
on
to.
Hulu very well. Like it's
only
only
the
like a
latest
couple
5
episodes. Yeah,
episodes.
and that's
Mhm.
really annoying.
Hulu needs to get their shit together.
Yeah,
I
Hulu.
like Hulu.
Because I was watching an
Don't
episode of
talk
Jane the
bad about
Virgin, but I think it was a week late.
Yeah, like
Because it was an Easter episode. I'm like, Easter was like 2 weeks ago.
Hulu is also really late on Broad City. Like the season was over like 2-3 weeks before we even got the finale.
What channel's that on?
Comedy Central,
That's why.
Yeah, I love
So
Broad
Comedy
City.
Central has a huge lag on their Hulu content,
except for like Daily Show.
except for the Daily Show, but like South Park.
But if you go
They're
to Comedy
3 weeks behind.
what if you go to their website, though?
You can watch it there, and they actually have a great app to use. Like, I don't work for Comedy Central, but that's usually what I
You should.
That's what I do because they've got a 3 week lag, and I think they're trying to drive people.
You're
there.
so busy with life. You got like that real estate podcast. You work for Comedy Central.
I know.
Wow.
I'm so impressed.
I'm living the dream.
I'm
every
very
day.
impressed. And you have a child.
And you have a child.
And I have a child.
And 2 dogs.
And
that are
two
like
dogs.
children.
And a wife.
And a
wife.
lovely wife.
And a lovely wife. I
You're
know. How do I
winning.
keep track of
Tiffany's
all
a
of it?
babe. Did you know that?
Oh, I know. That's why I married her.
She's a babe.
I locked that down quick.
Yeah.
He liked it, so he put a ring on it.
I did what Beyonce told me to.
What else is in the box?
Number 1, Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
7.
Furious 7. I haven't
So,
seen it yet.
It's good.
I know. I want to. I love those movies.
So I
The
read,
Rock.
Stop having a kid for like a minute and go watch a movie.
I know.
Or you can do what a woman did at my screening of it. Just bring your baby.
no,
We refuse.
Please don't. Nobody
We
will
refuse.
want to be your friend.
because you can't enjoy a movie when you got your.
No.
You really can't.
The baby started crying halfway through, and I'm like, I know this Paul Walker thing is like really sad, but you just need to pull it together until the movie's over.
Come on, baby. Focus.
Did you
knew
watch
he
Vin
died
Diesel
months
sing?
ago.
What?
Did you watch Vin Diesel sing?
No.
He sang a song to with the memory of.
He's got like a weird, good singing voice.
He does.
I
have
don't
a weird, good
trust
singing
it.
voice.
I don't trust it. I don't want it.
He really. What? Yeah.
If he does, then why hasn't he been put in a musical yet? Like, I don't.
I am.
It's not. It's a weird good. It's not a good good. It's weird good.
Yeah, but Johnny
like-
Depp has been in multiple musicals now, and his isn't really like good.
All made by whom?
Yeah.
Well, the Disney.
Not Into the Woods?
Disney.
Oh, yeah. Well, Into the Woods was a shit show.
Fuck off! I like it. Aw, bud.
I'm sorry.
My heart.
There's no in between, because I really don't hate most movies as much as I may seem, but it's just black or white for me.
You just want to hurt me.
No,
I thought we were.
What's coming out?
Let's go to what's coming out. I read Fast and Furious is like now like the 7th largest money making movie.
killing it.
It is killing it.
Yeah,
And
behind
the
Fast
other-
and Furious 1, Fast and Furious 2, Fast and Furious 3,
Tokyo Drift. Which one was Tokyo Drift?
2,
Oh.
3,
3? Trace.
Because 2 was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, my bad.
With that's where they introduced.
4 Fast, 4 Furious. 5 Furious, 5.
Red light, green light.
Oh no.
7.
Red Rover, send Fast and Furious right over.
Send Vin Diesel right over.
I wish you guys would take the Fast and Furious
Mother
series
may I?
seriously.
I do.
She does.
I do.
I don't. She do, I don't.
Coming out April 24th, we have The Age of Adeline.
I kind of want to see that.
Do you know why?
Me
Because they
too.
keep showing it
That's
all
the one with
the
like
time.
Blake
Blake
Lively.
Blake Lively. Yeah.
Right.
You got it.
No, I went to say
And
Brooke.
Han
Harrison
Solo.
Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Han Solo shows up.
The second trailer kind of got me. I was like, I want to see this.
It
I don't know if
looks
I'm going to run to the theater, but
As much as
definitely
I
a Redbox.
dislike Blake Lively, like as an actress, I like her as a person.
Okay, good.
She's nice.
Good, because we're going to
we
have
have lunch
dinner
on
with her
Tuesdays.
sometime.
Because she's coming over next week.
Yeah. For tea. And
She
crumpets.
can't. She also has a baby.
The baby's invited.
They ruin everything.
They do.
We also have Little Boy that's coming out.
What the? That makes me want to watch that. The episode of It's Always Sunny.
It looks
Nightman?
Yeah, Nightman.
yeah.
Aw.
Keeper or you got the
Tiny
Dayman.
boy, little boy, little boy, I love you.
You've got to pay the toll troll.
No.
Troll
Play the
toll.
troll
The troll
toll.
So if you want to get into this boy's hole,
Yeah.
So Little Boy is about a 7-year-old boy who's willing to do whatever it will take to end World War II so he can bring his father home.
Oh, buddy.
At 7 years old,
That's
Yeah.
I did not
ambitious.
have those
Depressing.
aspirations.
I don't know
Well-
how is he what his what
Is
he's
he
trying to
American
do.
or is he German or Polish or Russian?
British?
British?
It doesn't say.
No way an American 7-year-old boy was trying to end World War II.
Yeah.
when he was
No.
driving home.
No.
Get him, Dad.
It's happening over there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Then you have this one with Russell Crowe that's coming out.
Throne
Oh, the water
thrower.
diviner.
The Water Diviner.
Phone
yeah.
thrower, starring Russell Crowe.
Another
I just don't. Russell
Period
Crowe.
piece.
That one looks kind of.
What one?
I kind of want to see. It's the one where his 3 boys go off to war in Australia, and
And is one of them trying to stop it?
well,
Yeah. The little 7-year-old. like,
all 3 of it. He tells them to stick together, in the war,
And they
it
don't.
results in like them all getting blown up at the same time.
Dude.
and then his wife offs herself.
Spoiler.
And
alert.
so he decides he's going to go find his boys' bodies and bring them home so he can bury them next to his wife. Because
This is depressing.
I know, but it looks kind of good because he gets there and he's trying to find
Does
like,
he
his boys'
sing?
bodies, and he finds out that one of them might actually still be alive. And
Does
so
he
then,
sing?
No, he does not.
Oh, I'm
Good.
out.
No, good, because he was not good. Just
Big
like
Les Mis fan, are we?
no, like. Do you know what?
No.
They could just they could do Les Mis, but replace Russell Crowe with Vin Diesel.
Oh my god. And Hugh Jackman. A whole musical. A whole Les Mis starring Vin Diesel.
With
And
like
he-
the wig when they shave it off.
and he's Anne Hathaway.
what I'm
And he's
saying.
the one that's not Jamie Bell. And
Eddie Redmayne?
yeah. And
Eddie Redmayne does not look like Jamie Bell and Cook.
that's
and-
why I said he's not Jamie Bell.
Can we give Danielle just like a list of 10 random movies from any period? Like, I don't care. Just 10 random movies, and I want her dream casts for each of them.
Vin
Okay.
Diesel is all of them.
That's pretty much it. No, it's not.
It is. It is. That's it.
It is. Sorry.
We also have John Travolta, The Forger, is coming out. These are your limited release movies that we're now into.
But
Stars
because,
John Travolta.
nobody
But
wants
because-
that.
nobody wants it. They're like,
the
no.
future is now. You can buy it on Google Play and watch it from the comfort of your own home.
Nobody wants that.
I'm just saying you can.
But nobody wants it.
I
don't want to invite John Travolta in my house
Creepy.
in any way.
Hollywood's creepy uncle.
I want to see this one. It's called Misery Loves Comedy. So it's a documentary
About comedy?
about stand-up
Because you're a
comedians.
Danielle.
comedian.
Danielle, I watched
Very
Obvious
basic.
Child last night.
Without me?
When were we going to sit down and watch Obvious Child?
This week.
With Blake when she came over.
When Blake got to town.
I figured Blake would find it kind of funny. Considering she has a kid now.
Aww. I think that's it.
I'm sad you watched that without me.
I was like a beer and a half deep. I couldn't be stopped.
Wow, a whole
She
beer and a
can't
half.
be
huh?
tamed.
No, it was like
was
an
the
epic
big one.
It's a
Epic beer.
growler.
All right.
It wasn't a
I was a
Pabst.
growler and a half deep.
Yeah, someone needs to lay off the Miller Lite. Like,
Whoa.
Well, I guess I'm looking for a new movie, buddy. Tyson?
No, he
Yeah.
can't. He has a kid.
No, we can Netflix. We could do. That's how we watch
she's
movies.
just gonna start showing up to my house.
In her pajamas with popcorn. Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, friend. Hey, new
Tyson.
best friend.
Yeah, my guy's gonna look
Hey,
back and be
brother.
like, what? Like, I
Shh,
just
it's
showed up.
fine. Shh.
I know.
He's like, let's put the kid in bed. I got movies to watch.
Creepy.
All right, shall we go to the TV?
Yeah, brought to me by Mask Costumes.
A sponsor. Mask Costume located at
718 East, 3900 South. They're
Yes.
open 7 days a week.
Yeah. Yeah, they
should be.
Check their website.
Yeah,
They
check
might
their
not be.
website because their website has like a shitload of stuff that you can buy off of.
Yeah. That's actually where you're going to find most of your stuff to buy.
They
But
also have
if you
costume
want-
rentals.
They
Yes.
do have costume rent. I was getting there. But if you go in store, you can get the costume rentals. They've got all kinds of costumes. You can ask them for help with different like makeup tips or costume tips or anything. So they're quite knowledgeable.
And they have,
I think it'd be more interesting if they weren't knowledgeable.
yeah, they're like,
They're like, I have a question. Fuck off.
Then they wouldn't be our sponsor.
they're like, good luck with that.
You want a Renaissance era costume? I have this gimp suit. Would that
Is that Renaissance?
right?
I'll throw the ball gag in for free.
You know, like
Bring out the
Shakespeare.
gimp.
You can rent that.
Shakespeare.
Ew.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah. So you can actually go, it's
Hard pass.
maskcostumes.com is their website.
Cool. Katie Sackhoff obviously didn't get cast as Captain Marvel, so she's creating her own sci-fi and dystopia TV series.
Well, fuck you guys. I'm going to go over here.
I told you guys she's too old to be Captain Marvel. I'm sorry. I love
People-
her to pieces, but she's too old.
You're too old.
So a dystopia series on sci-fi?
Yeah.
What else is new?
I was like, wow.
In related
original.
news, Sky is blue.
Yeah. She just needs to be on Lost Girl.
Well, so
Can she?
no, because she's
Can
doing
she?
this show.
Okay, but
So she's
She can do both.
She's
Yeah.
creating and starring in a show called Rain, put out by Reunion Pictures, the company that produces Continuum.
Is
which,
she Starbuck on it?
Probably not. I'm just...
no, let me
Taking a stab.
No, she's the Pink Ranger. So let me tell you what it's
Ah.
called. Rain is described as an evolutionary parable that gives us a look into our possible future as a species viewed through the eyes of a soldier named Rain. It explores how the long-term effects of global warming, the burning of fossil fuels, and the scientific manipulation of nature's balance rot and
Jesus Christ, Al Gore.
It's the same thing we've seen
on sci-fi for
on
the last 5
sci-fi
years.
for the last
Well,
5 years.
just in sci-fi, not just the channel, but just in sci
and
Yeah.
fiction, anything.
like the good
Fun
thing
fact.
this is not a fun fact though.
Aw.
It's not a YA series though, so it's pretty original. Young adult.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no teens that are like struggling with their
Oh, thank God.
No, now it's adults.
adults struggling with their existence. And
Existing is hard.
so Constantine was maybe not canceled by NBC. I don't think
NBC, stop toying with our emotions.
Well, I heard it might be moving to sci-fi.
Yeah, we heard. Well,
It
Is
can't
that
because
not-
it doesn't take place in the future and a dystopian.
it wasn't sci-fi. It was somewhere else. They
Or
were going to move
sharks.
it to.
There's
It was
Sharks.
sci-fi.
It was.
I swear it was
So-
sci-fi.
BuzzFeed was like triple checking all of their cancellation lists and renewal lists, and Constantine wasn't showing up anywhere. And so internet was like, "Oh, but so they are canceling it." But there was NBC was very like, "Well, we're not saying anything about it." And eventually NBC was like, "I guess we'll talk to the guys and see if they want to pitch a season 2."
Yay!
So, well, hold on, they're pitching, like the showrunners were pitching a potential
So they have to
second
sell
season.
them.
So they have
They have
to
to sell
sell
them.
it.
We have
That's
to. So they have to
fine.
pilot again,
So that,
basically.
yeah. So if it's my belief that NBC was like, maybe if we just keep this on the download, the people won't notice. Nerds, they don't really get on the internet, right? And
Those Google Web things, they never
So
They
if
don't
they
check that stuff.
repilot, can you just change it to Joe Anderson as John?
Wait, have you not watched it?
No, but
I
it's
love
great.
John Constantine. He's so good. I
Well,
want to
no,
see more.
I know John Constantine is great. I just think that Joe Anderson would play a better job than the guy that plays him now.
Oh,
And he's got a
so
real
good.
accent.
He's so good though.
That's the
I
other
like
thing.
him.
Joe
like
Anderson
him.
actually has like a real accent because the guy that plays him isn't really British.
well, then why don't we cast an American actor as Daredevil?
Yeah. How about that?
Boo
Well,
earns.
you know what? That's fine too.
Why don't we cast an American actor as Batman or Superman?
we do?
Or
Ben Affleck.
Spider-Man.
Ben
Oh,
Affleck,
fair enough.
Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney. Do you want to fucking go?
She's got you there. I mean,
Christopher Reeves.
I Googled every one of those. She's right there. all over.
They're all American.
I will fucking end you.
In Doctor Who news, by the way, happy friendiversary,
I know.
Tyson.
Happy friendiversary to you
When
too.
is ours?
Ours? Whenever my first episode of Hello Sweetie was.
Aw.
August something, I think.
Well, I like how you know his. I don't know mine.
To the day, but
It coincides with
She probably
finance.
knows
Don't,
that.
don't
She
act
probably
so
knows the
impressed.
minute too. Fucking asshole.
Only because Time Hop told me.
I gave you the best
Say.
4 years of my life.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm doing nothing but disappointing you.
I got you coffee.
I got you fucking wings.
I know. I got you wings last week.
Anyway, in Doctor Who news,
So much Doctor Who news.
Disney XD, which is the Disney Channel for older kids, is going to start airing seasons 2 to season 4 of Doctor Who. So only the David Tennant
The
stuff,
David Tennant stuff, yeah.
which is great because Matt Smith is dumb and Christopher Eccleston isn't really kid friendly.
I would agree with half those follow-up statements.
Well, yeah, of course. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
What?
Christopher Eccleston, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he's dumb.
He's not very kid friendly.
No,
he doesn't,
he's not.
Mm-mm.
Those ears? Oh my god.
So what's so much darker about that first season than anything?
His
after
leather
that?
coat.
Apparently, that's just this guy looks too much like a hard ass with that
Yeah.
leather coat.
Mm-hmm.
His duster. Is it
And
a
you could-
duster?
It's a duster.
No, it's not.
Aw.
It's just a regular jacket. But you can tell he is a dick. Whereas David Tennant's a really nice guy.
It's a lot more whimsical. I mean, I'll give you that, but it still deals with some.
You want
heavy
to talk
shit.
about whimsical fucking Matt
Oh,
Smith.
I know, Rebecca. I know. We'll hash it out on another panel in a couple of months, I'm sure.
So beginning on Saturday, June 13th and going through Saturday, June 20th, Disney XD will air 8 episodes per day in marathon chunks.
Wow.
Jeebies.
they're not joking around.
They are.
No, that's good though. Like getting some kids, you know. Doctor
Yes.
Who's a hard one to kind of jump into.
Yeah, let's make them smart because some of this shit they play on Disney. Oh,
Gravity
God.
Falls, though.
Dog with a blog.
Nope. Nope.
They're
It's
tackling some
awful.
serious
I
issues
had
on that
to-
show, I hear.
Do you know what?
Dog with a.
I think they did. They had like a lesbian couple on it. I think that's the one that they had the lesbian couple.
Dog
No, that
with-
was Good Luck Charlie.
Dog
Yeah.
with a blog. Kill rate in shelters.
See, and I
it's
went immediately
skyrocketing.
to what was it?
Arthur.
No,
Arthur.
The Last
Did too.
Airbender.
Oh, Avatar.
Avatar, the book 2 or
yeah.
whatever.
Lesbians.
Cora.
Lesbians. Yes.
Korra.
So before we jump right into some Daredevil talk, Netflix has announced they're going to put out an audio description for the blind.
Because the show is about a blind person, and there was no way for blind people to actually watch it.
Hold
Yes,
on.
you.
Real
Over here.
quick.
Your hand
Real
raised.
quick.
Yes,
Yes,
Tyson.
Pumpkin.
Are we going to talk about the Doctor Who movie
We will. That's in
It's
rumors.
That
it's
later?
in rumors.
That is.
All right, I'm
We have
sorry.
had-
I'm just like. 'cause
Have
I-
you listened to our show, bro?
No, I have. I just didn't
It's
know which
all-
section we were doing on because I had about 15 minutes to scan that long ass.
No, you're fine.
Facebook
No, you
message.
did good.
You're
But
fine.
I do.
No,
have
that's cool.
to-
I just because I got
We'll
a lot
make
to say
sure.
on that.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we get to it before you have to leave. Too.
I have to. I have to.
Nah, we're good. We're good on my time. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. Don't
Okay.
you worry.
We won't worry.
Don't you
Okay,
worry.
Pumpkin.
Oh.
Okay, Pumpkin. So,
Are you drunk?
so an audio description. So how is this going to even work? Like,
So that's just how blind people watch movies, anyways.
They listen to them.
They
It
listen to
just
So
depends
it's
what's
like
going
listening
on.
to
So
a,
it's like
a radio show.
Yeah, like in the 30s.
Like Matt Murdock sits uncomfortably holding a balloon.
Oh, that's the cutest bit.
I want that as my cover photo.
I
I got you a balloon. It has a monkey on it.
oh,
Netflix audio.
Yeah, that was kind of an oversight on their part.
Right?
But
Yeah, and the internet let them know. So Netflix,
right.
the dope assholes that they are, they're like, okay, we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. So they're going to be putting out audio descriptions for a bunch of other shows like House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Well, and let's get one thing clear though. The FCC requires networks to provide that service.
Really?
Netflix is not a network. They're
No, it's
not
not.
required to. Now, it was an obvious
As much as-
oversight on their part, but
Yeah.
they're not required to do that for all of their content that they put out.
so
But,
that's really kind of them.
yeah, I think it's great that they were like, no, we get it. We'll put it out there. We'll
Okay,
get it there
okay.
for you. Yeah.
I am.
All
I
right,
am.
man. All right.
I mean, how do you argue it though, right? I mean, think of how many.
Right? What if you said no?
Yeah, I mean, think of how many
Oh,
blind
or if
kids
you were
there
like-
might be out there that you always find kids like those autistic kids who identified with Drax
Yeah.
on Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
right? I think it's always great for any special needs kids or anything like that.
Or
to have-
special needs. Yeah, anybody with
Yeah,
special
anyone
needs.
with
and you're
special
just
needs to
like-
have a superhero that they can identify
Yeah.
with because they have like the same handicap or whatever. that they
like
might
women.
I just had a
and-
really,
have. Right?
I just had a really
Right?
mean thought. Like, what if Netflix was like, yeah, we did put out an audio description. You just can't find it because you can't see where it is.
then that'd be offensive.
Yeah, well, I like.
And
I do. I
nobody-
know we were saying it, but I like how Netflix answered, not like DC and made some excuses or. Like,
guess,
yeah, we're coming up with something.
doing
We're
it.
working
The
on it. We're
world
working
isn't
on it.
ready for an audio description.
Maybe we'll get to it after the Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
All right.
We're kind
After
of
that
busy.
Wonder Woman movie.
English audio description. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Or maybe.
My computer's really bad at being a computer.
Oh,
So and I disconnected my Wi-Fi. So let's just move right along.
moving right along.
Move along, sir.
Okay, so Danielle,
Yeah.
how much Daredevil? Oh yeah,
I
you-
finished
you-
it. No, I
yeah,
finished it
I'm
last
like,
night with Egg and Jeremiah. And
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I was like, because she was talking about the one scene, and I'm like, okay, so you're past episode 6. We're gonna
No,
just
I
hurry and
finished-
recap
Yeah.
the first 6 episodes because I know Charity wants to talk about it too.
Remind me what episode
So-
6 is.
Okay,
Just so I know how far we're going here.
All right.
episode 6 is Daredevil finds himself trapped in the fallout of Fisk's plan to take control of Hell's Kitchen. And this is
Oh,
when Uric
so-
digs closer to the truth. So this is
So
where
is that the episode where?
Is that the Kingpin heavy episode?
No, that's 7.
That's 7. Okay, well
Mhm.
then I'm past this.
But the one where, like Matt, like where Daredevil and Uric, they're like, we got this plan. We're gonna expose Fisk, and then Fisk is like, yo, man, I'm Fisk. I'm here to save your city. And Uric
That
is like,
one,
fuck
okay.
off.
I thought, well, isn't the Condemned one where he's like trapped in the basement with
with Vladimir.
Vladimir, yeah. And he gets the phone call from Fisk.
And Fisk is
That's their
like,
first-
I'm going to blame you for it all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that plan worked out.
I love Wilson Fisk. God damn it, I
he's
love him.
so good.
Okay, so he's really whispery, right? Well, look
really
at you,
is.
D'Onofrio, all your whispery
I love him
raspiness.
because he's like a very vulnerable and scary child, and he like also run this town, but he's not happy about it.
Yeah. Well, I like it. Yeah, it's the chubby kind of,
Insecure.
You get to see him as a kid. I think that's so important when you are wanting to connect your audience with a villain. You show them before
Oh, yeah.
they got that evil angriness. What you listening to?
Appears the logo Marvel in bold letters.
Yeah, like it seriously, like it described
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
A man walks cautiously between cars toward an accident.
That's cool, though. It sounds like a book on tape.
It
Like
is.
it's exciting.
Dozens of pedestrians rush to the scene. His eyes grow alarmed as he shoves his way through the crowd. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Don't move. Help is coming.
It is. It's like the BBC, like teleplay kind of thing. Yeah.
I want to
That's why-
rewatch the show listening to this.
Well, no, like I'm thinking like now, sometimes I'll listen to some book on tape or some music, like when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I can listen to Netflix shows.
Oh, so cool.
At least Daredevil.
So episode 1, we see Matt Murdock. Like that was the description of episode, like the beginning.
That was the beginning. Yeah.
So we see this horrible accident.
Chemicals in his eyeballs.
And I'll say this. I said this on the last Big Shiny podcast. They covered his like the basics, like the very basics of his origin in less than 3 minutes.
They
Yeah.
did.
I'm looking at you, Spider-Man, who has taken several movies, like an entire, like 2 different versions of your movie, and you have to take up the whole first one to do the origin. They did it right.
How else would you with Spider-Man?
What? How else would you do it? Well, the same way Daredevil does.
I know, I'm just
Just
Yeah,
in
I'm like-
3 minutes
Yeah,
because there's so much.
You give the basics, and then you get a little bit more via.
Oh no, Uncle Ben!
Oops, Uncle Ben.
Yeah, Batman.
Oh no, I got bit by
Maybe
a spider. Oh no, Uncle Ben! There we go. That's better.
Yep.
Batman, all he needs is, I'm an orphan. Move on.
Move on.
I agree.
Okay.
Like I can't argue. Like even as a huge fucking Batman fan, I really hate it when like they always have to show his parents' death, like every single comic, even like the reboot of the New 52, every single thing. I get annoyed, and I fucking love Batman.
You're like, I get it.
It's not just
sad.
Batman, though. It's every.
It's true.
Every superhero.
It's true. But
It's everyone.
Rebecca just likes to really rub it in as Batman because she's a dick. I love you.
Well,
Can we
Batman.
talk about Vanessa?
She
I love her.
is so scary.
I love her.
She is apparently Superman's mom in the
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
She's Laura L.
Mm.
Laura L. Yeah.
You
Kal-El's
can't do that.
Kal-El.
Kal-El's mom L.
Kal-El.
So, are you guys familiar with her in the comics?
No. Tell me more.
Yeah,
See,
tell
like
us more
this
about
is
Vanessa. In the
okay.
comic.
So let me tell you, my only introduction to Daredevil is that fucking awful Ben Affleck movie.
Oh, really?
No,
That
let's
is
not
it.
even talk about that though.
No, but I know, but I'm just saying.
I'll
Like,
argue that it
so
wasn't
tell
that
me,
bad,
so tell me like about like the comic kind of
Okay,
thing.
so I can't recall in the comic if Vanessa's name is. I'm assuming it is, right? But at one point, Fisk gets married, and he ends up in prison, and she takes over his entire operation and is hard as fuck. Like,
well, I can see that. I mean, I know
Yeah.
not,
Just
we're
get
supposed
shit
to do
done.
1 through 6, but I can see it going that way.
Yeah.
Well, especially, just I think she kind of fuels his fire.
she does,
She's
but very
kind
subtly.
of very subtly. She's like, I know you'll get him back for me, or she just very subtly is like.
Well, and
That's- yeah.
from their first, like she's not stupid. She
Oh,
knows what
no,
he does.
yeah.
And that's very much how it kind of starts off in the comic books too. Is it's I know what you do, and she kind of nudges him in one direction or another, and then eventually she's just I'm all in, like I'm on board.
Yep.
For those who haven't read the comics and maybe you're starting to read some, spoiler alert here. They have a kid together, a son. She
Aw.
kills him.
What?
Wow.
Yep, she kills him.
She's like a tiger mom.
that's like some kind of like
While-
Greek
while-
Greek mythology shit.
While Fisk is in prison,
Well, is it?
he
Well, I
done
guess-
fucked up.
Yeah.
He done fucked up, and he kinda,
married a crazy.
Well, no, I mean like their son. Like,
Oh,
he
he
does
messed up.
something where, and it was kind of like, well, if you were anybody else in this organization, this is what would happen. You don't get an exception.
Wow.
oh my god.
Well, Vanessa's introduced
Brutal.
in episode 3. The title of that episode is "Rabbit in a Snowstorm," because she's an artist and
No,
Fisk-
she is a
works in
curator.
the-
Oh
art-
yeah,
artist.
she was the curator, and she
Sells him.
his piece, and
Which has like such a really sad, weird story
yeah, right
about why
It's
he
like-
likes that painting so much.
Exactly.
I liked how that kind of came
I
around.
love that.
I
Well,
was
and I
like,
love the shot of him. You just see when they first introduce him, just the shot of him standing
Yeah.
before
Oh, yeah.
it. It's so
oh, yeah.
wonderful.
And he's like, makes me feel alone, and I'm like, this is awesome.
He's such
so
a
good.
cool character.
He really is. He's a little skinny for a Wilson Fisk, but I'm over that now.
Really?
And,
He's a little skinny.
He's D'Onofrio.
well, have you seen Wilson Fisk in the comics?
No.
The guy's built like a goddamn.
Wasn't Michael
Gorilla.
Clark? No, who played?
Michael
Ving,
Clark.
was it Ving Rhames or was it Michael Clark?
Michael
Clark
Clark
Duncan.
Duncan.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
he's a very fat dude.
Oh, D'Onofrio's doing such a good
Oh,
job
he
with
is.
him.
And the
too,
whisper voice, I was a little bit. I expected a little bit
distracting.
more. I don't know, forwardness with this Wilson Fisk, but I'm 100% on board with the direction they've gone with it.
I liked like how shy he was and just like awkward.
Adorbs.
Like kind of like, I don't want to say autistic, but like
No, but a little bit
something like that.
Yeah, there's something not complete about him. There's something, and then you get his backstory, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I could see why he's
That
not
was
complete.
That was a hard episode to watch. The ending of that episode with towards the end of that episode with his dad beating the shit. I have a hard time with that stuff.
That made
I'm
me
just,
so sick. I was just like staring at the wall and I'm like, is it over yet?
Oh my gosh.
But then like when the mom is just like, all right, we're going to cut him up. I was just like, how does mom know what to do?
Mom's protecting her boy.
I know, but he was already dead. And she's like, we got to cut him up. We got to wrap him up like this. And I'm just like, how does mom know
Mama
so
Fisk
much?
Dispose of a
Mama
body.
Fisk done this before.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She,
Say my first rodeo.
yeah,
I
she's,
really-
like, from Hell's Kitchen.
And that, like, I really like Daredevil because, like we talked about last week, how I can't like enjoy Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it's too friendly. Daredevil's so dark and so
and it's
gruesome.
an ABC though, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny that it's so dark and gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, it's on Netflix and they're
I was
allowed
gonna say
to
I
do
expected
that.
it. I don't think I expected it to be as dark as it is, but I expected a certain level. So I've been. I'm all yeah. Show the bone coming through the skin. I'm good.
My one complaint though is that as much as there's so many things that does happen on the show, like throughout the entire season, it's kind of more like a build up to something else.
Like the Defenders.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I was told last night. Is that that was what it. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was told last night.
It's the Street Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
like
Daredevil, Jessica Jones, right?
Luke Cage,
and Iron Fist.
Okay.
So, but we got to get through a season of each of these characters first.
Gotcha.
Which
So.
I'm on board.
the
If
Hood
Netflix
Avengers.
does it.
do we know?
Netflix
Do we
can
know
do
when the
everything.
next one's like? So the Jessica
When
Jones
Jessica
series,
Jones comes
like,
out?
when's-
Jessica Jones is
that
next,
year?
and then Iron Fist.
No,
No,
And
then Luke Cage.
Then Iron
Luke Cage.
Fist.
I
Iron
think-
Fist is the one I think I'm most excited for.
Iron Fist.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for Luke Cage because I think that one and the Jessica Jones one will tie in
I
together
think those two are going to have to interact a lot together.
No, they
'cause those
will.
two
They have
characters
to.
have
because they
yeah,
have a baby
they
together.
have a baby, and Squirrel Girl
Babysits.
for them.
Oh, I want Squirrel Girl. I want to be Squirrel Girl. Oh,
Cosplay that shit.
I do want to. Oh.
Do it.
Whoa, hold up! Set premiere in 2015.
How do you guys feel about
I'm
Foggy?
really-
Oh,
I fucking love Foggy.
I love Foggy too.
it took me
He's
some
so good.
serious time to be on Team Foggy and
I
Karen.
liked it.
I hated.
Why did you-
I fucking hated the team, like the Foggy and Karen show. It was just so painful for me to watch for whatever reason.
It was too.
It was too. He's so
Camp, too
sidekicky.
happy.
He's so sidekicky.
Well, yeah, his name is Foggy.
Yeah, I know.
Foggy Nelson, and he was going to be a butcher.
his
Yeah,
mom
I
wanted
get
him
it.
wanted to be a bitch.
I get it.
Well, but
But
he
did
does
you know-
take out those two guys with a softball and a softball bat, which was baller-ish.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, right, but I mean,
But you didn't.
When?
I will say this: early on in the Daredevil comics, Foggy is very much relegated to comic relief. Right? He doesn't even
Sure.
Yeah.
he doesn't even do that in the comic books.
Well?
as far as like the baseball bat scene that's in the show. So I'm glad they're giving him more to do. I mean, he does still feel sidekicky, but in a much better way instead of just following Matt around making jokes like he does in the earlier comics. So I'm really liking him.
Jessica Jones is such premiere sometime later this year.
Yeah.
Really
Oh.
awesome.
So excited. So excited.
So I wonder.
this
So I
year,
wonder
so.
if it's Daredevil and Jessica Jones this year, Luke Cage and Iron Fist next year,
Seems likely.
and then so we're only 2 years away, less than 2 years away from the Defenders series. If they're following that, I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Let's hope.
I kind of wish we could talk about like the end because
I know.
there
I
was-
just really want to talk about the
because
end.
there was
I'm kinda glad
there
you
was something
can't.
there was something with like Madame Gao that I want to talk about really bad.
Okay,
that
we'll
I found
talk about it
last
next
night.
week.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
so
fine.
We'll talk about it next
Fine.
week.
Fine.
Stay tuned. We got more Daredevil talk because we are all on board.
Yeah. Final thoughts about the first half of the.
First half.
I like it a lot. I was really excited. Like it was just like wow, and it went through really fast.
It
All of a sudden-
did.
All
There
of a
was
sudden, I was on episode 10, and I was like, "How?"
Yeah, there was one day where I watched 10, 11, 12, and 13 on one day, and I was like, I guess I'll watch episode 12 now because I've lost all control of my life.
Oh man.
I'm on board, and I'm excited that the wife is super excited about it. Because like I said, like I was telling you before the podcast, Daredevil is was my guy for a long time, right? So I was super excited about the series. Not disappointed in the least bit so far. Like I said, I'm about 7 episodes in. Yeah, I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, buddy.
I know.
Stop
Kid
having
thing.
a kid.
I know. We get like 2 episodes a night if we're lucky.
Do you fall asleep while you're watching it?
Oh no,
I imagine
not
that you
at
fall
all.
asleep while you watch
Not
it.
at all. Usually it's like I'll stop it, and I was like, why are you stopping it? She looks down at the clock. Like, oh, it's 10:30. Okay, well, it's
Bedtime.
yeah. It's like the kid's probably gonna wake up in 2 hours.
Aww.
So
Yeah, so if you watch the next 2 episodes, you'll be up anyway.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
the argument I
That's how
guess next
parenting
time.
works, right?
I think so. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
I really like Charlie Cox though,
He's so dreamy.
which is so funny because remember when like we were talking about him being cast,
And we're like,
Rebecca and I
this
were just like,
guy.
this guy's so dorky looking.
I don't think he's that hot.
But
you guys,
did you see his abs though?
I don't even care about that.
Did you
It's
see his
like his
biceps and the
weird
black shirt
hairdo?
and his
I-
Dexter shirt with his muscles?
I'm not a huge.
Rebecca
not
just
a huge,
splooshed.
I know. I'm like,
Or run ride this
Sploosh.
wave out of here.
I'm like, mop up when you're done.
Goodbye. I gotta be somewhere.
I really like Daredevil. I hear a lot of people saying they love it so much more than Gotham. They love it so much more than Arrow.
Everything's better than Gotham.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What about so if you had to pick between Arrow and Daredevil,
well,
They're
apples
not
and oranges.
Yeah, they're not
They're
compatible.
not the same.
Because I'll say this
That's
right
the
now,
thing that
Arrow,
pissed me off.
we're getting new episode, like 23 episode seasons, new episode every week, all that stuff. Daredevil, it's 13 and done, and now we got to wait.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. I'm like, maybe that's why a lot of people are so on board and love Daredevil is because you can watch it for 4 hours. You don't have to wait. People are forgetting. And Gotham is a forgettable series. Like, a lot of people have forgotten about it. It just came back
forgot
this
it was a
Monday.
show.
Yeah. It just came back. Yeah. It just came back, and the ratings are really low because people forgot.
It's
It's not a good
unfortunately
show.
not exciting.
I bailed after like 5, 6 episodes.
that's me. I watched like the first 6 episodes.
I
and
tried.
I
My
just-
wife got
I
into it
liked it.
way more than I did.
I like it.
and-
Well, because I love Fish. I'm still waiting to see where she's going. But I did watch, and I'm not super into it. I'm not super excited for it anymore. But I'm still on the Arrow, and that shit's getting old too. And
they're struggling this
still-
season. They're struggling this season.
They're struggling. I'm like,
They couldn't find they had a hard time finding their arc, I think.
I'm
It's
like-
been all over the place.
Well, and it's just they take forever to get shit done. I'm like, would you just decide to join the ragu or
are you caught
whatever?
up?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Roy going? What the
Where,
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah,
they just
Roy.
decide-
Where are
they're
you
just
going, Roy?
setting
Just
him
like
off?
he's off. Is he going to join that spin-off series? I wonder because I'd be all right with
Maybe.
that.
Bye,
Maybe.
Roy.
Yeah.
Roy's
Later.
gone.
Go hang out.
Roy.
See ya,
Go hang
Arsenal.
out with
Yeah.
Rory and Huck Girl.
Yeah, I don't know where they're sending Roy. And I thought that was-
Roy.
I was pissed. I love Roy.
I
They didn't
liked-
give him enough to do this
they,
season. I was
they
pissed.
didn't. They didn't.
Roy.
He could have. Yeah, he could have been a much better character. They still need to get rid of Laurel. I don't like her.
I hate her.
Yeah.
Her and then Iris on the Flash.
fucking
I wish
hate
those
Laurel.
two would like go on like a girls' vacation
Right?
somewhere, and then that
Yeah.
plane would crash.
Yeah, they just need to like.
Your misogyny is not
you-
allowed here.
It is not misogyny.
not
I just don't
misogyny.
like
I
them.
don't like
Do you
them
like-
Nobody said he said a girl's vacation.
Well, because that's what they would call it, right?
Their girl
No, they call it a
getaway.
vacation.
They call
No,
it a
it's
vacation.
it's come on.
It's a
Come
girl
on.
getaway.
Rebecca, we're
come
going to go on
on.
a girl's
Those
vacation
two,
next year.
they
Fuck
would
off.
call
We're going on a
it-
regular
You
vacation.
all know the type of girls that are like girls' weekend. and-
Those are the type of girls. Those
They are
girls
them.
They are.
They
them.
are them.
They are them.
Do you guys
And their
even
plane
like
used to
the
crash.
show?
Which show?
What are we talking about?
Arrow.
Which show? Arrow, Flash.
I'm hanging in.
Gotham?
Arrow hasn't
Yeah.
been bad. It
No.
just hasn't been as good as the first 2 seasons so far. And then you've got Flash, which is amazing.
I
and it's
love
to, like,
Flash,
It's
and
hard
it's
to have
so-
Flash on Tuesdays and then followed up with Arrow. And it's kind of like, come on, guys, find what you're
There's
trying
just
to do.
so much drama. I'm waiting for one of them to get pregnant, and they'll be like, "Who's the dad?" It's that soap opera. I'm
Yeah.
like, guys,
They need to get rid of some character. They need to trim
if
trim
you're-
some fat.
like, stop using your words to fight and just like fight each other. Like, stop arguing.
I'm gonna
All the-
kick your butt
Yeah,
from here to
right.
next Tuesday,
angry at you.
Yeah.
I am angry, and I'm gonna.
Well, all the characters right now have a
Up.
reason not to be fighting each other right now. Like the villains and the heroes, there's all these reasons why they're not actually just coming to blows right now.
I kind of like you.
Well, it's like, well, I need you right now, Malcolm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to team up
Don't get me
against
wrong.
these.
I love
people.
me some John Barrowman, and got
He's
the
still
day that-
alive? I thought he died.
No, he doesn't die. He
Old
died.
Johnny's still there.
He died.
Captain Jack? No.
Captain Jack. He
He
needs
comic
to stick
book
around.
died.
Captain
Yeah.
Hooey?
So she calls him Captain Hooey.
That's what I call him. It's fine.
No, they need to find. I'm hoping. I hope the season ends strong. They've already been renewed for another one, so I'm not terribly concerned. But I'm hoping. And I think they're also kind of getting fucked by DC and their movie universe. I don't know if you've heard
they
about
are.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Because
Yeah.
Deadshot, they're like, you can't use them anymore. Now Amanda Waller, she's on watch because they think
I'm
they're going to yank
dropping
her.
this mic, and I'm gonna go and fight DC.
You do that.
I'm taking this battle to Washington.
Yeah.
I will end
Yeah.
this myself.
They just like cutting off their nose despite their face. Like,
Yeah.
it's-
What is that? Miss Danielle goes to Washington.
I'll send a strongly worded letter with you that you can
Thank
handle
you.
with
I
her.
will. I
Uber,
will.
Uber Alice v DC.
They're like, here.
Got it.
What do you think you guys are doing?
Get out of here, children.
They're gonna go.
You're not.
They're
You're not
gonna-
invited.
This is not safe for your ears. Get out of here.
See, I'm more concerned. I'm like,
Use
Penis
words like
what?
butt.
see, I'm more concerned that like they're going outside without shoes on.
There's
And
no
they're- where's
hypodermic
their-
needles out there.
Where's their
Makes-
jackets?
It's a
Makes
very
them
nice
strong.
backyard. I would be.
It makes them strong.
I would almost followed them out there. I was like,
You guys going outside to
You
play?
guys going outside to play?
There's
I wanna
a there's
check out
a
that
do-
playhouse.
there's like a playhouse out there. That's
Have you
pretty
guys
fucking
been
badass.
inside that playhouse?
Yeah,
yet?
Rebecca and I
Yeah.
did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
Sounds
Jelly
like they're
and then
moving in.
Jelly was like, "There's a
We are. That's our like honeymoon bungalow.
and
Cute.
Jelly was like, "There's a bee in there," and I'm like, "Nope." And I got right out.
Yeah, like got right out.
And
Oh, the bees.
Bees are
That's
good,
what I was
children.
like, just thinking
Oh,
of the
the
bees.
bees. Yeah, the
I was like, the bees. Those are things that are scary. That was Flash.
Yeah,
that was
that
Flash.
was the Flash, which was a great team up week for
Yeah.
them. And
Yep,
same with Arrow.
Yeah, they brought both.
Yeah, both of them teamed up with Ray.
Yeah,
right.
they
We're
Ray
did.
talking
Palmer.
about Arrow.
Yeah, well, way
Yeah.
to bring it back around.
Yeah, she brought it back with the bees because the
bees.
villain on the Flash could control these mechanical bees.
She made little teeny bees,
and it was so fun. Like I
These
love.
are
She both
mechanical
can 'em.
bees are not good
Oh
children.
my god! They
Here's
were-
the great thing about the Flash. They've just decided, like, you know what? Fuck it. We're a comic book show,
Yeah.
and we're going to do comic book shit. So let's come up with a villain. She has mechanical bees that she controls, and let's make sure she dresses in
A bee costume.
honeycombs.
honeycomb shirts, and she's got the beehive do, a
Yeah.
subtle beehive do. It
You
was-
guys need to watch Flash. You guys would like
It
it.
was
is this like the first season
and
of
awesome.
Smallville?
No, this
No.
Smallville sucks
Ah!
compared to this show.
Oh,
So
And sucks in general. Ah! Good times. All right.
video games.
No, do you have listings?
there's
yeah.
just
Did
a
Bill Frost give us any listings?
yeah.
this
There's
week?
Bill Frost did give us some listings. I just want to really quickly just mention this one. Because apparently it's like a slow TV week. On Saturday, April 25th, Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
What? Like
On the-
Placid all the
Lake
way.
Placid
the
is
big-
the
the big
alligator,
alligator?
right?
Yeah.
Why don't
With
they?
Betty White.
Why,
That's
but why is it
twins.
Lake Placid versus
Let me read you the description.
alligator's not
It's-
named Lake Placid?
This lake,
It's not-
this lake gets up out of the earth
Yeah.
and walks to the Amazon.
that's not the
Anaconda
name of the
goes in there and
alligator?
drowns. Like
My anaconda don't.
On the Sci-Fi Channel, by the way, killer crocodiles and giant anacondas clash in this thriller about corporate greed and science gone wrong.
Are anacondas-
Starring Robert Englund, Yancey Butler, and Corin Nemec.
I recognize
Who?
one of those names.
Robert England?
England.
England?
Englund,
Freddy
Nightmare,
Krueger?
and then Yancey Butler was in Kick-Ass, and Corin Nemec was in Stargate SG-1.
Nancy Butler. Who'd she play in Kick-Ass? His
Your-
girlfriend?
Your mom.
No, my mom wasn't in Kick-Ass. I checked the credits.
You're like, kind of.
I thought that was my mom, but
And I was like, Mom.
I had to double check.
but I sat and I waited and I made sure.
And also, Orphan Black premiered today.
Do you know what?
Oh.
I cannot give a fuck about Orphan Black.
I can't either, and I really want to.
I really want to give you I was telling one of my friends about it, and I was just like, actually, like, I don't care.
Actually, don't.
don't.
I'm sorry. I'm pretending to care. I'm just gonna come clean.
People
I
are
don't.
losing their shit over that show. That's all I hear
just-
about. And everything
The
I see about
first
it, I'm
season-
like,
The first season is really
so
good.
The second season is.
I haven't even watched it. I just don't care enough to watch it.
You have my copy of it, by
I
the
know
way.
I do. It's
I
sitting
probably
there
just-
with that really crappy other show that's Jeff from Left Shows. the Gotham Girl one from the early 2000s.
Birds of Prey?
Yes. It's fucking awful.
It's so bad.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
I think I watched like 6 episodes and I was just like, I can't anymore.
But at the time, it was so exciting that there was a superhero show coming on, and then it was like you saw the first one like this looks like.
With their talking out their feelings at the end of each episode.
Time for a roadside beer.
Roadside beer.
Yep. But since I don't watch Supernatural, I don't understand that reference other than
Well,
what you told us. So
Yeah, I was like, you
Okay.
do understand that reference because you were here for the episode last week.
Nothing
so.
goes over my head.
I think I just got burned out on Orphan Black without
Too
seeing a
fast.
single episode because I had to sit there and endure the trailers for it after every episode of Doctor Who.
Do we want to talk about rumors really fast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
gotta
like,
re-
I just scrolled down to the rumors and let's get there because we've got some pretty fun, exciting.
So, rumor has it that the Captain Marvel movie is looking at Nicole Perlman, who co-wrote Guardians of the Galaxy, and Meg LaFille, who I think wrote Inside Out, that upcoming.
I know. That looks really cute. Really good.
Let's see. So far, no director. Let's see. Yeah, Meg LaFille, who co-wrote Pixar's upcoming Inside Out, they are in negotiations to write Captain Marvel. So,
And this is a rumor.
rumor
Rumor has it.
has
Grains
it.
of salt.
Ma-
this next article came from my friend Chris.
Oh, is he listening?
Yeah, he listens every week.
Thanks, Chris.
Don't make that noise.
I'm just giving him a hard time. Apparently during the
Thanks,
Sony
Chris.
leak, there was rumors about a Doctor Who Hollywood-y movie.
No.
Yeah,
no. 100,000.
Yeah, no. That would not do well as a movie.
But BBC wants it, but
Yeah.
Moffat does not.
The one thing Moffat did right in his entire life.
Good job, Moffat.
Way to go, Moffat.
Well,
I guess you can get a gold star this week.
We
and what
hate
was
you
the-
a little less.
What was the window on this? Like sometime in the next 8 years or something like that?
Fucking
It was-
right.
like the Doctor Who
it was-
timeline.
It was really something like that. It was.
How, is there
Right.
like a cap on Doctor Who's?
What do you mean?
Like, is there just like a cap on how many like regenerations there are?
Not anymore.
God, do we have to have that? We don't. How
I
much time do we
literally
have on this
conversation.
podcast? 'Cause
Do
I don't think
not-
there's enough time to.
Literally do not have the time, space, or energy to explain it to you.
Okay, Chris, can you please just like send me a message and explain it to me because Rebecca and Tyson.
There was a cap.
There
and
was a
then they
cap, and then
made a
Stephen Moffat's like, I'm going
loophole.
to change your canon.
Well, hold on. No, even before that, there was a cap, and then there wasn't a cap, and then and then in the new stuff they addressed it again.
Mm-hmm.
Just have your friend Chris, whoever this guy is, just explain it to you.
This Chris guy.
This
Chris
Chris guy. Catch her up, Chris.
Do
Yeah.
it, Chris.
Please,
Yeah, Chris.
Follow up on that shit.
thanks.
But yeah, it says that, like, the Sony Entertainment CEO says, so the answer is that a film won't happen in the next year to 18 months, but it is expected that it will happen after that within the 8-year horizon.
I told you. 8 fucking years. 8 fucking years.
And it
8-year horizon.
sounds like we need to meet with the showrunners. So that's like me saying I could make like a Wonder Woman movie, not for the next like year and a half ish, but maybe in the next 8 years.
So,
If
like
I could just get in the room with the showrunners.
if I could just talk to the showrunners.
So like DC, we're
Yeah.
going back to that shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's just. There is a million and one reasons why that would not work, and also I wouldn't trust anything Doctor Who to come out of Sony.
No. Doctor Who movie for American audiences, please.
Let's see. And that's what I couldn't find is when they say Doctor Who movie, what do they mean? Do they mean like a feature length thing that would be in continuity with the current series, or is it like a Star Trek the original series reboot with Chris Pine where it's its own thing?
See, I feel like it would be like a continuation of the series.
Well,
Like they give a new Doctor in it,
Yeah.
and then he would die.
I mean, you'd think that would be the logical
Just
sense,
in that one.
but
Movie.
I don't know. It
don't-
seems to me, because I heard this rumor several years ago when they were kind of talking about the movie stuff with Doctor Who. And their intention, and I don't know if it was Sony at the time or what it was, but the intention was that it would be just totally separate from current Doctor Who, and it would be like a movie universe for Doctor Who for American audiences.
no.
You don't need to do that.
And then he's got to have like a whole other origin story that they've already fucked up like
Well,
6
why did-
times.
What they could do something like the Day of the Doctor, right?
Yeah, the
mean,
Doctor
like
too.
kind of bring everything in and
Another
make it
day.
another day
And
of the Doctor.
I'd be fine with that because there's a lot of great, films out there that are Doctor Who films that are just part of the series, right? When
Yeah.
they had the writer's strike situation during Tennant's run, where you got Waters of Mars and
Yeah.
everything. Essentially, mini movies as opposed to single episodes. If they did something like that and Sony just did some distribution to put it on the big screen, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, but don't try and restart this universe.
Don't
and make
Sony should not have a single hand in that. It should just be
Yeah.
distribution for the showrunners for BBC. So,
agree.
big heavy no from me.
So we don't have to worry about it for like the next
8 years.
The horizon
Yeah.
of the next 8 years, whatever.
The horizon,
whatever the
that
hell
means,
that means.
Like you can
we
kind
won't
of
even
see it.
Yeah, we won't even be able to
but
see
you're-
it for 8
Yeah.
years.
Like you can kind of see it, but you're not sure if it's really
Is it a mirage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like with
It's wavy.
like a Daredevil movie. Like, I'll believe it. Like
Like the Wonder Woman movie.
the Wonder Woman movie.
God, we
I
just
like
keep
a
going
lot
back
of
to
us.
that.
Yeah.
It's just like a perfect metaphor.
Yeah.
If you keep putting it out there in the universe, maybe it'll happen.
I want it.
My wife's totally in agreement with you guys, by the way. The other day, she just out of nowhere, I'm just walking out of the bedroom. She's like, why isn't there a Wonder Woman series? I ducked.
You are personally responsible.
I ducked, and I was like, well, they had that one, and it didn't work out, and she's going to be in Batman v Superman. She's like, yeah, but what? She should have her own series. Where is it? And I had
Netflix. We're looking
zero
at you.
answers.
Bat v
Zero
Soups.
answers.
Bat v
I told her that. I'm like, she appears in Bat v Soups.
And then she is getting her own movie, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh-oh.
If
We'll
Bat v
believe it.
Soups,
It's on the horizon.
In 8 years.
If you squint, you can see it.
you can see it out there.
You turn your head really fast.
I can see myself if I move my head really fast.
Oh no. Now should we go to video games? Do we have a
Yeah.
sponsor for this?
Rebecca.
Hey,
Or how about the
Spy
Spy
Hop.
Hop.
or I was even going to say the swap meet. The
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah,
You there from
you
the Big
there.
Shiny
Yeah.
Robot.
It's brought to us by Tyson.
Yes.
Hey, Tyson.
All right. Yeah, the Big Shiny Robot and Bohemian Brewery swap meet, which is going to happen on May 31st at the Bohemian Brewery.
I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, so
on
we've-
your beer and a half.
On your growler and a half.
Bohemian beer is so fucking good, you guys.
Oh
It
my
is.
God.
It is delicious. So they, in the interest of full disclosure, they do sponsor the Big Shiny podcast, and we partner with them for a lot of great things. We did the swap meet last year. Huge success.
It was a
despite
lot
the
of
weather.
fun.
Despite the weather, even
Tons of fun,
you guys were
yeah.
selling Pogs hand over fist. I
Yeah,
couldn't
we
believe
were.
it.
Friggin'
I
Heather
couldn't believe
Ackley
it.
bought so many.
Yeah, I was like, what the? You guys are fucking selling Pogs? Like, yeah, we're selling Pogs. I come over, the Pogs are gone. I'm like, what?
Pretty much.
You missed the
There
Pog
is
train.
still a market for Pogs. We've got a lot of vendors
You brought
signed
it
up
back.
again for this swap meet. So there's going to be plenty of secondhand geek merchandise for you to pick up and make part of your own collection. And the Bohemian Brewery is working out a deal where you show up, you pay $10. Now, the swap meet is free. You don't have to pay any money to get there. But if you would like to, for $10, you can get a mug from the Bohemian Brewery. And they will be offering brewery tours where you can take your mug in with you to the brewery tour and you can taste their beer.
I can't.
Rebecca's so excited.
Can I just
love
like
it.
tour and just have like a mug and just be like
You can have a mug of
invisible
water.
beer.
Well, and they'll be
they
doing
do
several
gluten-free?
tours throughout the day. So it's I think they'll have some sort of sign up thing where we're still working out the nitty gritty details with it, but we're aiming for that to be a big thing for people to do.
A
When
big
they come
how do
out.
you do?
A big how do you do?
And
for
they-
Are they
coming
going to
out.
have the special bratwurst again?
Yeah, I was going to
Yes,
say that.
yes,
too.
you'll be able to get a bratwurst. They'll have a deal again where you'll be able to get a bratwurst and a beer for a discounted price. And then, of course, the whole restaurant's going to be open too. So even if you want to take a break from all the lovely geek sweat, you can go in there, sit down, grab a table, and just have lunch there. The food there is great. The beer is great. And last
the people
year,
are pretty great.
Yeah.
it was
Well, Tyson's
so many.
kind of an asshole.
Totally, totally. But there's other people besides me there, and that's the important thing.
Thank God.
So just come out and say hi. Even if you've only got $5 cash in your pocket, you don't really anticipate buying anything. Just great to see people who want to come out and say hi to us. So.
You could probably get some
Tyson.
some pogs for
some
$5.
pogs, yeah,
$5.
some pogs. So you guys will be there. There'll be a Hello Sweetie table, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think a couple other local podcasts are going to be there. I think the Dungeon Crawler guys might be there.
Those
Lucas is talking
guys.
to some of the other ones.
I want to have like a beef with them. Can we have like a beef?
You can have a beef.
Just kidding. I don't really want to.
We might as well just start it now.
Let's start.
You have to have an
Bring it.
established beef by then.
Oh.
You don't want to just start it on May 30th and then just show up and punch one
Then
in the
we
face.
could just have we could get.
But see, we need a
Nerf
surprise
guns?
attack.
A surprise
We're
attack?
take
Okay.
them off.
We'll
guard.
just bring Nerf guns in. But
Strolling
wearing
from the
the
skies.
sunglasses.
They'll be like, we didn't even know we had beef. We're like, that's right.
We got beef, motherfucker.
That's right. And I think
we heard you
Lucas-
wanted beef.
Lucas is supposed to come say hi to you guys on
Yay.
the podcast sometime before then. You penciled him in.
I did pencil him
You
in
penciled him in.
because
So
you guys can't fly by the seat of your pants.
I know.
You penis.
So I think mid-May, whenever.
Yep, May
But
17th.
we'll probably have some more details and stuff that he'll be able to share by then as well. So
Because
Sweet.
he's more in charge of everything.
he is way more in charge of everything than me.
Yep.
And we also have the Spy Hop that's coming April 30th, and we'll drop in their little commercial here.
Sweet.
Us teenagers have a different way of talking to each other and the world. Spy Hub transmits our ideas, emotions, and voices through digital media. Join us on Thursday, April 30th at the Infinity Center for Spy Hub's annual benefit. For tickets and more, visit spyhub.org.
All right. So, video games. GameStoop is going to offer you can start trading in your classic consoles and games starting April 25th.
I thought you could already do that.
No. They
The
got rid of
classic
it.
stuff?
No,
Really?
they got rid of it forever ago. Like the oldest that when I worked
Probably
there.
one generation back.
No, when I worked there, they were just getting rid of GameCube. They were just slowly weeding them out.
GameCube?
What's that?
It's an actual cube.
Yeah, I
shaped-
know. I know.
Oh,
Do you even game, bro?
I don't.
I know.
she doesn't.
I
much.
kind
I
of do.
know.
It's fine. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. And then they were also getting rid of the PS2. They were just starting to get rid of the PS2 when I worked there.
But now they're bringing it back.
But now they're bringing it back because I think GameStop's numbers have been really sucking, and so they're like, I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, we're
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
sell some Nintendos again.
Yeah. Do you want to buy a magazine subscription, man?
We got some Ataris.
Do we even need GameStop anymore? Have we needed GameStop for the last 2 years?
Yeah.
What? For what?
Crickets.
For midnight releases.
But you can download the stuff straight to your console. I since I bought my Xbox One, I have not bought a physical game. That's what I'm saying.
For people's jobs and livelihoods.
Going the same way as Radio Shack, man.
All right.
Amazon killing
Anyway.
small business.
So,
Moving on. Oh, or not moving on. Do you
but-
have more to say about this?
no, it
So are they
disappeared.
offering like a special deal? Like
Yeah, they're
are
gonna
they
have like a
doing-
huge. They're gonna have like a huge program right now. Like,
Says, according to spokesmen for GameStop, the qualifying locations will begin accepting game systems and select accessories for most retro platforms.
but they're gonna have like a special for
Mhm.
selling like if you get certain credit. I can't word. Okay, so say
If
for
you
instance you
also-
trade in something, you could get special credit if you trade in the things that they want. Like
Right.
that's what we would do a lot. Like if you traded in like certain games, you'd actually get like an extra bonus
Credit.
credit.
So like if they're we need more original Wii.
It's like
Yes.
when you
Stock.
it's like when you
Yes.
go
so we'll
sell
give you
your
an extra
clothes.
20%.
Exactly.
It's like when you go sell your clothes and they're like, "Oh, we do need more True Religion jeans. We will not take your Old Navy jeans, so we'll give you more cash for your True Religion jeans."
You always need more True Religion jeans.
Do they give money for Jabos?
So, this weekend was the Calgary Expo.
This article makes me so mad. Well, no, like happy, but really mad.
So, Gamergate had a booth there.
It was
at Calgary Expo.
like Honey Badger Don't Care or something like that. Was
Yeah,
the name
it
of
was
the
Honey
group.
Badger Brigade was the name of the group.
So,
And women. Group of men and women.
no, yeah. Menonists are ladies too, because
Men's rights activists.
You guys, speaking as a middle class white man, we have been persecuted so much.
You guys have it so hard.
I know we have it
So
so hard, you
hard.
guys.
You
So, anyways, the Honey Badger Brigade, they had a booth set up at Calgary Expo. Some of the people that were part of the group would go into panels, like into feminist panels, and harass the women and men on the panels.
They would go up and like ask derailing questions.
Yep.
So instead of having like a back and forth with the panelists like you should, like most audiences do, they would just come up with would just completely derail the panel, kind of like our women in comics panel, where we weren't able to have a back and forth with the audience because these two ladies in the audience were just derailing everything we tried to do.
I still want to punch them so hard.
So it probably wasn't their direct intention, those two ladies at your panel, but it was these guys.
Actually, no, those
badgers.
ladies, they'd been going to different panels and doing the same thing.
So their intention,
but they
is
weren't
to
men's
derail.
rights activists.
Yeah.
They were women's rights activists with a very hardcore agenda.
Insane. But anyway, so
Hope they don't get a
We just
booth.
want to talk about Mario.
So Calgary ended up like kicking them out. Like Calgary Expo ended up kicking them out because they had no idea that that's what they were there for.
Well,
they kind of lied about it,
and they had raised money. Like they raised over $9,000, and like under false pretenses. Like they told the Calgary Expo that they wanted a booth, just to represent their website, but secretly they were raising money. Like, hey, we're raising money to for this Gamergate thing, so to promote equality for like everyone, which is really their equality is keep women out and not like really focusing on the matters at hand.
So here's their campaign. It says, in April of this year, the Honey Badgers plan to put on a booth at the Calgary Comics and Entertainment Expo. We plan to infiltrate the nerd culture cunningly disguised as their own. Each of us has been carefully crafting a persona of nerdiness through the decades of dedication to comics, science fiction, fantasy, comedy games, and other geekery.
So they are
waiting for
nerds.
this- waiting for this moment. Yeah, they're like, we're going to research on how to be nerds. Guess what?
But the thing is that like that kind of goes against like a lot of the Gamergate guys that are like, no, women don't belong here because we've always been here.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that doesn't make any sense. Like that's just,
When they're like, once there, we will start distributing the totalitarian message that our nerd and gamer culture is perfectly wonderful just as it is, with angry dude bros.
And it should be left alone.
fucking hate it. But anyway, so Calgary Expo kicked them out and they got pissed.
Way to go, Calgary.
Good job.
Good job.
I'm going to be there next week.
Nice.
Yeah, you are.
Getting Calgary.
Beer festival, yo.
Okay.
Nice.
Comics brought to me by
Dr. Volt's, located
At
on the
2043 East.
Yeah.
3300 South.
You got
Open
it, girl.
7 days a week.
You so smart.
They have a free hold service because why the fuck not? And if you've got a hold and you spend $20 or more, you're going to save 10% on your damn purchase.
What?
Damn.
Damn, girl.
They are going to be participating in that
Ultron thing.
Ultron, so they're going to hide little Ultrons around Salt Lake City.
Little Ultron Funko Pops.
And if you find one, there's a couple of other comic book shops also participating.
You know those guys.
And so whichever Ultron you find will have the business's gift card on it, and you take it to that comic book store and redeem it for 2 free comics.
And you get to keep the little Ultron.
And you get to keep the little Ultron.
I'm going to do that.
The first one is on April
Just for the
25th, I
Ultron.
think.
April
So,
25th and the
next Sunday.
Next Sunday. And I think they're doing it like 3 days.
The 25th.
The 25th is our party. Not
Everyone is invited to our party.
not
Tyson, he's sitting right
You
there,
guys,
you
I'm right
guys.
here. And the worst part is I got a Facebook invite too. Was that an accident?
sorry.
And the
Meant to go
other
to
Tyson.
Meant to go to Tiffany.
Did
Yeah, we had to go to Tiffany.
I'm not friends with Tiffany. You should friend Tiffany.
Friend
You're
her,
not?
yeah.
I am.
Fucking excuse me, Tiffany.
Comics.
Anyway, comics. In the previews solicitations, they have announced that we will find out who the Lady Thor is.
Oh shit, we don't know who her is.
We just know she's a lady.
She's a lady and she's Thor. That's all we know.
You will find out the secret identity of the new female Thor in Thor number 8.
Who do you think it is?
Do you know what?
Your mom.
It's Wonder Woman.
Okay, again, no.
Why wouldn't it be your mom? Is your mom not a badass?
No, she's a badass. I don't have an answer for
You don't
this.
think that she can, you don't think that she can
Kids.
like
Kids.
you don't think that she can wield Mjolnir?
Mew Mew?
Mm,
Mew Mew?
Mew Mew? Maybe. I mean, it looks kind of heavy.
Maybe it's Tiffany.
Could be.
Maybe it's your baby.
That would be intense.
Like Mjolnir's like the same size as his baby.
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rethink my whole disciplinary strategy.
Anyway, and in sad comics news, Herb Trimpe, the first person to draw Wolverine, has passed away.
Oh,
R.I.P. bro.
He was best known for his work on The Incredible Hulk, where the Wolverine first appeared. He had a decades-long career that also included work on titles like The Defenders, Iron Man, and Thor. He also co-created Captain Britain and his sister Psylocke, who, we didn't talk about that. Olivia Munn was cast as Psylocke. I think you left that out on purpose because we don't like Olivia Munn.
No.
And she posted an Instagram photo that may or may not have been a costume fitting.
I just hate Olivia Munn so much.
I'm not a fan.
I didn't like her before, and then after Newsroom, I think it moved up to
She's
different.
See, that's how I feel, because I just hate her. But then I watch Newsroom, and I'm like, oh, she's actually like really cool in
She's
Newsroom.
really good on Newsroom.
But then everything else, like
Everything
fucking
else.
Attack of the Show.
I think that was the whole thing that kind of spurred this whole fake geek girl accusation.
I could see that.
thing. I think that was part of it.
Which is funny because Morgan Webb is just a boss. Fucking love Morgan. You watched G4?
No.
Oh. Morgan did
I
X-Play.
have time to sit
No, this
put
is
in 2
this is
episodes
old.
of Daredevil a day.
This is old. This is before you had a kid. This is before you were married,
Yeah,
sir.
but G4 was
Get
a
your shit
stupid
together,
channel.
Tyson.
X-Play had Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb,
Right.
and they were like rating games and stuff. And Morgan Webb is a fucking badass. I want to be her friend.
Okay. You should
Adorable.
Go do that.
I will be
Follow.
your friend.
Open up
Fine.
the book faces.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, Rebecca and I can have lunch with her too.
Her and Blake Lively.
Yep. Blake Lively's baby, and we'll watch Obvious Child together. All right.
So fun.
Anyway.
Looking for a sign off.
Yep.
Do you have a sign off, Tyson? You have to have a sign off.
Oh, I do? That's a
can
thing?
Do you listen to the show?
Yes, I do, but, you know.
Oh, Tiffany accepted my friend request.
Well, duh.
She's like, who is this?
Who's this weirdo? No, I don't eat dragon because it's not a meal for peasants. It's a meal for kings, and I'm sort of a common man. But they don't eat us. It's a common misconception. They actually eat gold and treasure, and that's why they're always sitting on a pile of it.
What is that from?
It's Always Sunny. It's Charlie. Charlie. Fucking love Charlie.
Nah, I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab. I love you, man. I called you Jobin.
Slap in the butt.
Slap
in the face. I'm Rebecca's Jason Segel. Is it Sydney?
Sydney Fife. Yeah.
Look, let's start with some tough love. All right? Ready for this? Here it goes. You two suck at peddling meth. Period.
That's you. Your turn.
Shout out to my wife, Tiffany, and her sister, Cassie, who are listeners of your podcast.
What's up, Cassie?
What babes?
Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Thank you for listening to the episode.
Oh,
Thank you for listening to episode 160 of
Hello,
sweetie.
Hey, you're like the first dude to ever do that. Like, really. Like, all the other dudes that we've had have never done it.
Like, hello,
No,
sweetie.
We had Bob.
Oh, yeah, Bob did. That's because Bob's a badass.
Yeah.
And you are also a badass.
Yes.
Good
That's
job.
all I wanted.
That's
all I wanted.
You win. I would give you a cookie had I have one. Wait, if I had one to give.
had I had a cookie.
Had I had a cookie.
I do have a cookie at home.
Give Danielle a cookie.
Yeah.
What is this strange feeling?
I feel so strange inside.
It's so strange but appealing.
I feel good.
Tiny boy, little boy, baby boy, I need you. Tiny boy, little boy, I want to touch you, boy.
If you only knew what I'd do to you if I was that boy that's inside of you.
Tiny boy, little boy, baby boy, I need you. Tiny boy, little boy, want to make love to you, boy.
If you only knew what I'd do to you if I was that boy that's inside of you. Inside of you, my boy.
Oh, boy. Just to be clear, I did not write that song and have never had sex with a child. Just to be clear, just to be clear.
What is happening?
Most men find me to be an 8 or 9 out of 10, and I am available to any interested men who'd like to get my number after the show.
We're getting a lot of laughs. That's good. It's not good. This is not a comedy. You ain't all supposed to be laughing.
You came at the right time.
Is he sleeping?
Yes. He's sleeping right over there. Just the way you like him. Did you bring the toll?
Confound your lousy toll, troll. God damn it. Stop laughing at me.
You gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get into that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in. You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in. Troll toll.
What'd you say?
Troll toll.
Hey, hey, hey!
Troll toll.
No, I'm so hungry.
Oh no, and
All I
Crystal's
ate
choking.
today was like a package of ham.
She's not even the one eating.
No,
I
she's
know.
dying.
She's drinking.
Oh, no.
You killed her.
Good job.
That's
Tyson.
why we never have dudes say hello, sweeties, because it will
too
kill.
much.
It will
It's too
kill
much.
one of us.
all that testosterone.
Yes. Just
All
oozing.
right.
What the hell is that?
You know what it is, bitch. Bang! 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 Bang!